Okay, so I'm not going to give you the whole speech of why this video is the best one, but there's going to be a ton of utility that everyone can use. So just watch it through and then learn from it. Now let's just get into the video. Let's just start off with the heaven smokes. So a good one you can throw if you want to rush B is this one right here. You're going to look right here, keep running, and then when you hit the end of the shadow, you're going to be looking right here. So then when you get to that, you're going to jump through. So it should look something like this. The next one for heaven I'm going to show you is down here. So what you can do is going to go into the strap right here next to the washing machine. Look right here at the top of the eye. Give a little run like this and then jump through. As you see, it hits that and then it starts right here in the middle. And now for the last heaven smoke, what you're going to do is going to go in here on short and look right here on this line and give it a normal throw. It's going to land perfectly in heaven as well as the other ones, as you see. And cover everything. And now let's go into side smokes. If you have a teammate drop a smoke right here, you can throw both of these. So what you can do, first one, you're going to go in here. You're going to look right here and give it a normal throw. After that, you're going to jump up here, look in the same spot and give it a normal throw. So the first one is going to land right here on side, the second one's going to land on bridge. Now if you are on short and you want to throw somewhat the same smokes, what you can do is going to go into this corner right here. You're going to look right here, just halfway above this spot right here. And right here on the M. Okay, so this gives you a perfect way out to get the plant on B. And if you have a teammate coming from down here, he should be able to take control over this area. So that you can just go out here and then plant right here without being seen from heaven or even back here. And the last smoke as a T you really should learn is also this one. Go here, look right here in the middle between where this line goes and then this, right here, and just give it a normal throw. So this is going to cover all of ABC completely alone, so it's land right here. As you see, this guy can't see anything, and this guy over here can't see anything as well. Now let's finish with all of the rest. So for short, when you want to take short control, what you can do is going to go right here on this line, look at the bottom of B, and then just jump through like this. And land perfectly and spread out so that the CTs will have to throw a smoke to put it out so that they can get out on short, or else you will be able to get short control super easily. And if you want to take control over monster, a smoke molly you can use for toxic is this one right here. You can look right here, give it a run through like this and jump. So it's going to land perfectly right here in toxic and molly it off and give a lot of damage to anyone. Now if you want to throw this but you want to do it a bit faster, then what you can do is you can really use a lot of times like doing this. So you can look kind of like up above this, like all the way up here, and just give it a run and like this. So it's also going to land over here in toxic, and it's even going to spread a bit further because I threw it a bit more to the left. So this is going to give them a bit more damage and might even take someone who's like trying to hold short from like right here. Okay, so this is probably going to be the fastest one you can line up. So what you're going to do is going to look right here, and then you're going to keep running until you hit the top, and then you're going to jump through like that. It's not going to spread out as wide as the other one, but it's still going to land perfectly, and it's super easy to line up. Now last toxic molly. So what you can do is go into this part right here, and you're going to look, there's kind of like a dark spot right here if you look, and then just jump through. You can land all the way into toxic and molly that off if you're on short, so you can always molly this off. Now let's say you don't have smoke for heaven, one thing you can do is actually go right here on this tire, look right here on the shadow and run, and when you hit the top then you jump from. It's going to hit this wall and then it's going to go in, cover all of heaven, as you see it even goes over in this corner and back here as well. And for the last Molotov, what you can do is when you go up here on like the light kind of things in here, crouch. If you look in here, it's going to land further back. If you look a bit more in the middle, it's going to land on the default side, on the default plant, and molly that off. So it depends where you plant, where you're going to look. But if you plant here, then you should look in the middle of that line. Now to the flashes. The first two flashes are the most important. You're going to throw those together. So you're going to go here, look kind of like right here. It's kind of like a dark spot. Give it a normal throw. Look over here. Give it a normal throw in the middle of this line. And these two flashes will cover all these angles right there, right here, right here, right here, and all the way down there. Now let's say your teammate wants to peek short. What you can do is you can go right here. Look right here on like the S, so you can like up there. Give it a normal throw. And this won't flash your teammates, as you can see right here. But it will flash the guy holding down here like this. It will flash this guy holding right here. and it will even flash this guy holding back here. And now let's move on to A or mid first. So if you want to smoke off the molly that people always throw on ramp, what you're just gonna go in here, look right here on this leaf at the bottom, and jump throw. So this smoke is so perfect that it's gonna take out the molly, and you can go around it. Peek here if you want perfectly, or you can just go up into playground without getting seen. Maybe you want to smoke off toilets from down here. What you can do is you can go in here, look at this dot, go to the left until you hit the shadow, and then jump through. And then perfectly inside of toilets, as you see, in the middle, smokes it off. No one above will be able to see anything. They won't be able to see anything up in party or anything, so it's a perfect smoke. And that was just smokes for mid. So let's get on with the mollies. So a molly that you can use for behind up here in party is this one. So if you know that they always go up there with an AWP or something stands up there, what you're just going to go into this little corner right here, crouch, go down from here until you hit this, then you're going to see a bit of a dark spot, go to the right of that, crouch until you hit the step, and then jump. So as you're going to see, it's going to land behind. It's going to do so that this guy right here can't stand here, or else he will take damage. So you'll have to go out and peek you, or go that way. So it's a very nice molly you can throw if you want to make sure that no one's behind that. And now that you've taken control over fountain, if you want to take control over toilets and divider, what you can do is going to go up here, go into this line right here, look right here, and then just give it a little run jump through like this. It's going to land right there, go far up into here. And you see that he can't be here, he has to be all the way out here. And he can't even be behind this, or else he will also take damage. Now let's get over to a site. So if you want to smoke off bank and trash, you can actually do it from right here in this one of the bench. So the bank one, you're gonna look right here in between these two on the chair, and then just jump throw. And for the trash one, what you're just gonna look right here and give it a jump throw as well. So as you see, this one lands right here and it covers everything, like right here. They can't see anything here. They can't see anything behind this trash can as well. And this one over here, stairs trash, it's gonna land perfectly as well, so it covers everything. Now if you want to do it two people, what the first guy's gonna do is gonna go into this corner right here. Then you can look right here on this lamp and give it a jump throw. And the second guy, what he's gonna do is gonna go on top of this bench right here, look right here, and give it a normal throw. So as you see, the one over here in bang is gonna cover everything, and one over here for trash is gonna cover everything as well. Now if you're on long and you want to smoke off bank, what you can do is gonna go into this tree right here, and you can look at the first chair right here, look to the left of this iron fence thing, and just jump throw. And if you want to smoke off trash, what you can do is you can go on this part of the light, look in between these two lines right here, this on the start, and just jump throw. So as you see, the one on bank will land perfectly, and it will even cover anyone trying to jump up on this like trash thing, and it's going to cover all of stairs. Okay, so there's two ways you can molly truck. The first place, you're going to go in here, look at this light spot in the middle, run, and then when you hit the line right there under it, you're going to jump through. So as you see, it's going to land right here in the back. It should spread out so that no one can stand here holding. Now the second way is going down here on the front of the bench. You're going to look in this part where there's the shadow on the stone. You're just going to go to the left, like right here, and then just jump through. The good with this one is that it also spreads in here, as you can see, so that no one can be in here and no one can stand behind it. Now the last truck molly is, if you're long, you can go into this corner right here. You want to look right here, down to this part. You want to run and then jump throw once you go past this light pole. As you see, it lands just behind it right there and covers all of this. Now this is really the only flash that you really need to learn. So what you can do is you're going to line up this part with this. So it's going to line up like this. Then you're going to look in the middle of this square right here, right there, and jump throw. So the thing about this is that your teammates will not get blinded even if they're all the way up here. But every single one on site will get blinded, even the guy in this corner right here. And for the last flash and the last utility on T side, the flash you can help your teammate peek along is you're going to go into this light pole right here. And you're going to look here and go all the way down to the bottom like this, and just give it a jump throw. So it might flash you, but it will not flash your teammate. Like it's going to pop behind, and then you can peek out here. It will flash this guy holding here. and it will flash the guy holding over here behind truck. And before we continue, please go check out my and 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏's Discord server. It is incredible, and we have used so much time on making a lot of videos and a lot of stuff for it so that you can improve at Counter-Strike. You can go ask any question in there on how you can improve, and we will try to help you as best as possible. There's a bunch of options that you can choose, so please go check it out. It's in the description. Now let's get started with the CT utility. So the best smoke that I think for Monster is going into this corner right here. Looking right here, going just a bit up to the left like this, and then jump throw. So the good thing about this is that it actually covers the entirety of the monster because it goes inside monster. And as you see, it covers everything all the way out to the end right here, and even all the way out to the end right here. And even if you forget to just throw it and you want to throw it all the way down here, what you can do is you can go in here, look to the left of this dot right here, and go up until you hit this part right here, and just give it a normal throw. Super easy. So it's going to hit the train tracks and do the exact same. So it's going to go inside and spread out, and it's going to spread out all the way out to the other side like this. So it covers most of the monster. Now that we're done with the only smoke for a beat that you really need, let's get on with the molly. So molly for the short tunnels, you're going to go into the store right here. Look at the third level right here in the windows, and just give it a normal throw. So the good thing about this is that they can't throw it over here and cover it, because then they cover the entirety of the tunnel. They can't throw it to the left, because then they will cover the entirety of the tunnel. So the only way they can put it out is by throwing a full smoke that will cover everything. And the next molly, if you have thrown the monster smoke, what you can do is you can go right here, look a little bit out to the left like right here, and then give it a normal throw. As you see, it's going to land right here, but it's going to spread out, so when they get out of the smoke, they're going to go into a Molotov and take a lot of damage. So if they don't think they're going to run through, they're not. And if you jump out of heaven always, then you can also just jump over here, look like kind of like right here, and just give it like a little run through like this. It's going to hit this, and then it's going to land out here, pop out, and then it will make sure that they can't run out the smoke. And now let me show you two flashes that I love to throw in a combo if your teammates want to peek down the monster. So the first one, what you're going to do is kind of going to go right here, look on the second plus right here, give it a normal throw, and after that you're going to look over here and give it a normal throw over here. So the good thing about the first one, what it is used for is actually just like disorient the people, because they think, okay, it's going to go away when they get out here, right? But then they get the second one in their face, because they're still going to have that little ring in that, so they're not going to hear the second one hitting the water thrown. And then your teammates can peek out and get an easy frag. Now the last flash I'm going to show you is from monster as well. So what you're going to do is going to go right here. You're going to look kind of like the same place where you molly, and just give it a normal throw like this. So you can throw the molly, and then you can throw the flash so that they don't notice the molly. But as you see, it's a perfect pop flash down the monster, and they're going to get completely blinded. Now everyone probably wants to peek like party in mid, so what you can do is you can make land third step, so you're just gonna look kind of like right around here, give it a normal throw while running, and then you should land in the middle. And then as you see, you have a perfect headshot angle above it. You can even sometimes see a lot further down, like if you go further back like this, see further down here. There's a really nice smoke that you can use, and then you can also go hide behind here. And if your teammate don't want to smoke that and just wants to peek with an orb or something, what you can do is you can go here and look right here if this is there. If this isn't there, then the one I would recommend doing is going right here, looking like right here in the middle, and jump throwing. So both of them will pop in the same area, so that your teammates will not get blind here, but anyone even all the way down here will get completely blinded. The flash I'm going to show you now is the flash that I use when I want to peek long, and the best tip I can give you for this one is just kind of trying to get it higher than further. So it's just a right hand click like this, where you kind of hold W and D and just click and then peek with it. Usually it's going to go faster, and then you're going to have the perfect peek with it, but it can land high enough so it's going to get this guy completely blinded, and you can further back down. And it's also going to blind the guy who's in here holding. But just try to get it as high as possible and then peek with it. It's not really a perfect lineup at all the time, but it's kind of okay. And it gets me a few kills every single time. And now let's get into the important part of the Molotovs. So if you want a perfect lineup for every single time in ramp, what you're going to do is you're just going to go right here. You're going to see that there's kind of this line right here. You're going to go into the middle of the second plank, and then you're just going to run until you hit that line, the second line right there. So it's gonna land every single time right here perfectly. And if you want, you can also try to do this more like freehand and smooth. But that line, if you line it up like that, it will always hit. And if you want to combine that with another Molotov that is super OP with a perfect lineup, what you can do is you're gonna go with this line right here. You're gonna look in the middle right here, kind of like next to this, and just run. And then when you hit next to this like second one and divider, you're just gonna jump through them. So it's gonna land right here. So then when they run up through this molly right here, they might really here, and then they're gonna run into this molly and take much more damage and maybe even die. And now for the last piece of utility, a nade. So a nice nade you can throw if you want to nade down into ramps, just going like this and throwing it. Now let's move on to connector. So everyone probably knows about the one way from CSGO. Well, I found something almost the same. So you're gonna go down to the bottom stair, like in the middle. Doesn't really matter how close it is. You can look right here on the end of the step. Throw it like this. So it's gonna land like down here on this part right here. And the good thing about this is that it's gonna hide the entire lower part of your body, and you can see the entire body right here. So you can spray them. They can only really see your head. And if you want to, combine it with this flash right here. So you can go here, look up until you kind of reach this line right here, and just give it a right click throw. So this is going to be perfect if you want to peek with it. You can also use it without the smoke. And as you see, if I stand like right here, it's going to get me completely blind. And if I stand right here, like a very tight angle, it's still going to get me completely blinded. Now, if you want to make sure that no one's going to push your smoke when you want to try to do the one way, what you can do is you're actually just going to look right here, run, and then when you hit this part, you're going to throw it. So it's going to land deep enough so it's going to cover most of all the way down here so that they can't get any further than this, which means they're also going to get popped by the flash, and they can only see your head. But you can still see their entire body and their head. Thank you for watching this video. Remember that me and 𝗓𝗏𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗠𝗣𝗦 have created, or 𝗓𝗏𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗠𝗣𝗦 if you want to be grammatically correct, have created this Discord server. There's a bunch of stuff, like you can find a lot more utility and stuff in here. Like as you see, there's a bunch of smokes, mollies, flashes, and whatever on every single map. Then there's some stuff for like there's a bunch of videos and stuff how to like interfrag, how to AWP, lurk, IGL, support. And we have some strats up already. We have some setups, like if you go down here, we have made these, or he has made these photos of where like the default spots that the CTs are gonna stand on. And then there's a bunch of other stuff, like you can go put in your demo here, like uploading, say what you're struggling with and what you want help with improving, and then people will go check out the demo and then give you some tips on how to improve. Then you can go talk to a bunch of people, 615 people, and just talk and then help them improve at the game if you're good. And you can go into the roles section and pick the rank you're in 𝗬𝗧𝗘 or Premiere. So please go check it out. It is an amazing server and you're going to find so much help in Counter-Strike if you just go check it out and then ask for any questions.